guys, what's going on? It's the Wrestling King 619 back with another video. In this video, I will be giving you guys the highlights and recap of Raw July 7th, July 11th Smackdown, Saturday night's main event, and Evolution 2025. This is a jam-packed week. Raw started off with the Vision in the ring. Rollins was about to talk, but Breakker took the mic out of his hand. He goes on a rant on why he doesn't like Sami Zayn. Reed said, I injured Seth Rollins to the point that we respect each other, even as far as bringing me in the Vision, and I will tsunami the respect into Jey Uso. And Heyman said, Rollins is going to put an end to Penta. We go to the Judgment Day locker room, and they want Liv Morgan back, but she's injured. And Dominic said to JD and Balor, thanks for the get well soon cake, but it wasn't from them. It was from AJ Styles, and he peeked around the corner because remember, once Dominic is cleared, he will have to defend the IC title against him. Now it's the first match, Kairi Sane versus Roxanne with Raquel in her corner. This match wasn't too much to talk about. Sane won with a backslide pin after a failed Pop Rocks attempt. After the match, Raquel and Roxanne beat her up, but Asuka came to her aid, and the Kabuki Warriors got the upper hand. We go backstage, and Jackie is interviewing Sami Zayn about the week before when she tried interviewing him, but Cross beat him up. Sami said, I have too much on my plate. You know, I have injured ribs, but the only thing I have to think about tonight is Braun Breaker. We go backstage to Pierce and the Kabuki Warriors, and they will be added to the Evolution match for the tag titles. Now back to the ring, and it's Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. Before the match even happened, Cross came from behind and beats up Sami on the entranceway. After the medical, and Pierce asked if he wanted to continue, which obviously he said yes to, and the match wasn't really much to talk about. Breaker hit him with multiple spears and won the match. After the match, medical checked on Zayn due to his injured ribs. We go backstage to Pierce with the War Raiders, but then New Day interrupted them, being depressed because they lost the tag titles and will not be getting a rematch because they didn't give anyone else rematches when they were champions. Then Becky was there and agreed with New Day. We go back to the ring, and Becky thinks she doesn't have to put the title on the line because there was no winner in the Bayley versus Lyra match the week before. Bayley came out, but then Lyra basically upstaged her and came out as well, and they basically want the title. There was a physical altercation with Lyra standing tall. Later on, we find out that it will be a triple threat match for the title at Evolution. We go backstage to the Vision, and Breaker is mad that Cross basically softened Sami up so he can finish him. Heyman said, Sami is out indefinitely due to injury. And Reed said, so will Uso after I'm done with him. Now back to the ring, and it's Jey Uso yeet versus Bronson Reed. It was a good match until Reed got disqualified by using a chair. After the match, Reed launched a brutal attack, hitting two tsunamis on Jey and leaving him laid out until officials pulled him away. Now it's El Grande Americano versus Dragon Lee. It was an okay match until the end when Americano used the metal plate in his mask and headbutted Dragon Lee to win the match. Now Gunther is in the ring and taunted Goldberg for the match at Saturday night's main event, and Goldberg eventually did come out confronting Gunther. Then a physical altercation happened, but then Goldberg was about to spear him out of his boots, but then Gunther escaped. Now it's the main event, Penta versus Rollins with Heyman at ringside. It was a competitive match, but Rollins hit a low blow and the curb stomp to pick up the victory. The Brawns were coming to the ring to end Penta, but LA Knight, did a hit and run to Rollins. Smackdown started with LA Knight in the ring cutting a promo about his upcoming Saturday night's main event match against Rollins. Before he can get fully going, Paul Heyman comes out, and then the Bloodline comes out. Heyman issues a warning that hype doesn't make you dangerous. A brawl almost broke out, but then Jimmy Uso came to Knight's aid, evening the odds with chairs. Nick Aldis comes out and makes a tag team match, player. JC and Solo versus Knight and Big Jim, and it's happening that night. Now it's one member from each team that will be in the Fatal 4-Way at Evolution for the titles. Alexa versus Roxanne versus Kyrie versus Sol Ruka from NXT. All 4 competitors had moments of offense. Bliss had to fend off Perez's speed, sane striking, and Ruka's athletic offense. Bliss capitalized after countering the insane elbow and hit Sister Abigail DDT for the pinfall victory. Now it's the Street Profits versus Wyatt Six, Gacy and Loomis for the tag titles. Ford and Dawkins started strong, using their high-octane offense to isolate Gacy early. After some back-and-forth tag work, Rowan interfered at ringside to pull Ford out of the ring, allowing Gacy and Loomis to hit their neckbreaker sit-out powerbomb combo for the 3 count and the titles. Then, surprisingly, Jelly Roll comes out singing, but Logan Paul interrupts him. He says, "You should be on a stage, not in a ring," and he doesn't like celebrity influencers coming in WWE and stealing spotlight. Yeah, like himself. Jelly said, "This is my hometown, Nashville, Tennessee, and no one gives a damn about you, Logan." Randy Orton comes out, backing up Jelly Roll. Then McIntyre comes out and hits Orton with the Claymore. Now it's R-Truth versus Aleister Black. Black charged Truth early, but was caught off guard. Truth used his veteran savvy to sneak up a roll-up pin and get a surprise victory in short order. Black chased Truth backstage, but then ran into Damian Priest and attacked Priest. Then Wade Barrett conducted an in-ring interview with the women's champion Tiffany Stratton and challenger Trish Stratus, who will face off at Evolution. Tiffany spoke about her momentum and the significance of facing one of the all-time greats. Trish fired back about proving her legacy and leaving with the championship. Now it's the main event. JC and Solo versus Knight and Jimmy Uso. Uso seized an opening during the chaos and got the roll-up pin on Solo. After the match, Knight and Uso celebrated, but then Tala Tonga and Tonga Loa beat up Uso in the crowd. Then the Bronze came out and beat up Knight in the ring. Remember, they were trying to come out to beat up Penta, but then Knight did a hit and run Seth Rollins, so now the Bronze got their payback. Now Saturday night's main event. Randy defeated McIntyre, and then Logan and Jelly beat each other up after the match. Solo defeated Jimmy Uso to retain the U.S. title with help from the Bloodline. LA Knight defeated Rollins after Rollins tweaked his knee. Gunther defeated, retained, and retired Goldberg due to passing out from the sleeper. Evolution. Becky retained her title in the triple threat match against Lyra and Bayley, and herself obviously. JC Jane retained the NXT Women's title against Jordynne Grace. Judgment Day retained their titles against the Kabuki Warriors, Charlotte and Bliss, and Sol Ruka and Zarya. Tiffany Stratton retained her title against Trish Stratus. Jade Cargill defeated Naomi with Bianca Belair as the referee. Stephanie Vaquero won the Women's Battle Royal to get a shot for the title at Clash in Paris. And then the main event, Io versus Ripley for the other women's title. But Naomi cashed in the briefcase and won the title. And that was everything that happened on Raw July 7th, SmackDown July 11th, Saturday night's main event, and Evolution 2025. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Wrestling King 619, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.